Hello, boys and girls. This is Aunt Fernita. Today's lesson is called In and Out of the Lion's Den. Today's memory verse is from Daniel chapter 6, verse 22. It says, "My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions." The message is, I worship when I pray and wait for God's answers. In some places in our world, people aren't allowed to worship when or where they want. Our Bible story today is about someone like that. He was told he could not pray to God. Let's see what he did and what God did about it. Hurrying to a spot where they could watch Daniel's window, some of the governors watched quietly. They had tricked the king. He had signed their law. For 30 days, no one could pray to anyone except the king. Once the law had been signed and sealed, it could not be changed. Would Daniel pray to the true God as he always had? They hoped so. They knew he prayed by his window morning, noon, and night. Eagerly, they waited to catch him breaking the law. Finally, there would be a reason to complain to the king about Daniel. They didn't have long to wait. Daniel knew that the law requiring everyone to pray only to the king was now in place, and he understood exactly why the law had been made. He knew what the governors were trying to do, but Daniel had decided to put God first, no matter what. He knew that he needed to talk to God more than ever before. No law that any person might make could keep him from worshiping God in prayer. So Daniel went to the window as he always did. He opened the shutters and knelt to pray. Yes, there he is! The spying governors spoke in hushed, tense voices. They smiled as Daniel spoke to his best friend God. Now we've got him. The spies watched Daniel for a whole day. They saw him kneel in prayer morning, noon, and again early in the evening. Early the next morning, the governors hurried to the palace. "O king, live forever," they began as they knelt before Darius. "Did you not make a law requiring everyone to pray only to you for 30 days? King Darius studied the faces before him. He could tell that they had some sort of twisted plan, and it troubled him. He waited for them to continue. "King Darius, sir, we have found someone who has broken that law. Daniel continues to pray to his God. He has broken your law." Instantly, the king understood why the men had been so anxious to pass the law. He now knew that he had been tricked, but there was nothing that could be done. A law that the king signed and sealed could not be changed. Sadly, King Darius ordered Daniel to be placed in the lion's den. "Daniel, may your God rescue you," the king said as the soldiers led Daniel away. That night, King Darius couldn't sleep. When the first rays of sunlight touched the palace walls, he dashed out to the lion's den. "Daniel! Daniel! Are you alive? Did your God save you?" he shouted. Still in the lion's den, Daniel answered respectfully, "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not harmed me in any way." "He's alive!" shouted King Darius. "Quickly, men, get Daniel out of there," ordered the relieved king. The people around Daniel saw God's love and power because Daniel was faithful in his prayer time and worship every day. They saw that our God is a God who answers prayer. Daniel knew God could be trusted no matter what. How about you? Can you show God's love to those around you by your faithful worship? You can be sure that God hears and answers your prayers. You can trust God no matter what.
This podcast is read by Franita Buddy for Gracelink.net. Created and produced by Falvo Fowler. Post-produced by Faith Toe at Studio El Piso. The theme music is by Clayton Kinney. Animation and artwork by Giogo Godoy. The audio engineer was Karel Holness. For more information, please visit Gracelink.net.